Welcome back everyone, and today our special guest is Flavius. Flavius is only 24 years old. It's a trader that lives in UK and is been trading with FundYourFX since January 2026. Now, Flavius has experience across multiple account types: the instant, the guest, and the evaluation accounts. And it's currently trading at $25,000 funded account, and he got his payout. What makes his journey interesting is his flexibility around trading. He kind of mixes swing trading and scalping, and trades a variety of forex pairs along with gold. So in this episode, we are going to talk about trying different prop firm models, finding your trading identity, and whether trading at 24 is a full-time path or just a side hustle. So, Flavius, welcome to the show, and let's start from the beginning.
Thank you for having me. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad to be here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Amazing. So, you are only 24 years old, and you already
Yes.
funded. When did you first start trading?
At the very beginning, I just stumbled across it on YouTube. I think I was about 16, to be honest. So I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't trade. I just kind of looked at it and just thought, oh, look, this looks interesting. And after a while, well, I tried to get into it. I couldn't get into it. It was just seemed boring to me.
Yeah.
And after a while, because the strategies and the stuff that I was looking at was long term, and at the moment I was 16, I was thinking I want to make money quickly, so I wanted to build up money quick and just get into it, and just like it was sort of like gambling at the moment at that time, to be honest, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just thinking, oh, it looks like it's gonna go up, it looks like it's gonna go down. So
Okay.
I started it by watching a few YouTube videos and trying to figure things out myself. It just didn't work out, and after losing some money, because I didn't know about prop firm. I told my dad to sign up for me. He did. After losing some money, I just left it out because I thought I was just not good at it. I thought I wasn't built for it. I didn't have the right mindset. I didn't really get in depth with it either, though, because I didn't like get into the psychology of it and stuff like that. I just basically just wanted a quick get rich scheme, and it just didn't work out. So I've actually stopped trading for, well, until recently, to be honest, until probably December this year. So only now I've just started to come back into it, only just because I've seen someone that I feel like can really motivate me,
Okay.
and he's got very good videos, and his name is Alex Gonzalez, and he's like a swing trader. And just watching, I think I just watched one or two of his videos of like his day to day. It wasn't anything technical, anything in depth, and then I just looked at it and I thought he makes it look so simple. Like, let me just watch two, three videos on the technical side and just see where it takes me. And to be honest, it just completely changed my mind on trading, completely changed everything, and that's the only reason that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Wow, that's amazing, man. Congratulations. I mean, you had a quite interesting path. Now,
Yeah.
is trading your main job right now, or
No,
um
trading is not my main job at the moment. This is just like a side hustle. But my main job is construction. I work in construction. Um,
okay.
and on my free time or whenever I get the chance, I like to have chart time, because, like I said at the beginning, I was looking at it, but I didn't know what I was looking at. Now I'm starting to get and understand, and I kind of understand what I need to look at. Now I need chart time so I can get experience and make it profitable over
Okay.
in the long term. So at the moment, it's just a thing I've got on the side, but it's like I've stopped drinking, I've stopped smoking. This is my main focus for now. Just not going out, just sit in my chair, just look at the charts, understand. Because I trade about, I think it's, well, I don't actively trade them, but I look at around 16 currency pairs, and I pick my best ones for the week and decide where to go from there.
That's perfect. That's amazing. So, question, what made you decide to join FundYourFX back in January, actually a month ago?
Yeah, it was a month ago. It's crazy to think about it this way.
Yeah.
Well, I've looked at so many prop firms, and
Okay.
a lot of them were very, very expensive, to be honest with you. And I didn't really, especially a month into, or like 2 months into getting back into it, I didn't want to invest a lot of money, you know, because
Makes
I was
sense.
thinking I don't want to risk my capital, but at the same time I wanted, because I didn't want to have a demo account, because then I wouldn't feel the emotions that I would feel having something that I paid for, you know.
Yes, 100%.
And 100%, the factor was the price. They offered very, very low price, and I think there was a discount going on in January. I think it was 50% off the account.
I think
And
today I received an email that there is another 50%.
yeah, see, so yeah, so that really it got me going, and I thought I need to get an account, and I bought a first account I bought was a 5,000 instant funding, but I was
Okay,
just getting me back into it.
I would like to get into that a little bit in more detail. So you've tried instant funding, as far as I know. You tried the guest and you tried the evaluation accounts, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just tell me a little bit about this stuff. Which one is your favorite and why?
Okay. So I started off with a 5K first. Just it was just because realistically I didn't want to go for that step. I didn't want to go. I just wanted to be funded instantly.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
basically, just going back to what I used to do,
Yes, correct, correct.
and rushing into things. And
Okay.
I've and also it was quite a high limit. Well, that like a threshold. So if I went, let's say I think it was like 3% drawdown, my account would have been done because it was instant funding.
Yes.
But yeah, I went to that one first and tried it out, and instantly blew the account.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because
Normal.
I wasn't used to the rules and all that stuff, and then I ended up buying a 25K account, sorry,
Mhm.
and got a 25K one-step account. And during this time, I was still watching the videos and teaching myself, and I started kind of getting it. But the thing is, beforehand, I was doing like quite short trades, and now I was just switching to longer trades. And
What do
I
you
kind of
mean
mixed.
short and long trades?
As in, I mean, before I used to be like a scalper, like sort of like a scalper, because that was like my mentality, because I wanted to be in and out straight away. But obviously now that I'm learning, it's different, because now I'm learning a lot of patience and a lot of, you need to wait for it to come to you instead of looking for it to take the trade. And yeah, I took that 25K account and managed to pass the challenge, which was to be honest with you, it was great, because
It's an
I just got
amazing
that self.
feeling. Come
Yeah,
on.
I got that self belief again. You know, I was like,
Yes.
oh, right, I can do this. It just
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
gave me the confidence. And so after I got that 25K, I passed it. I was just, that week I was just restless. I think, to be honest with you, I think it was on Thursday. It was a Thursday that I managed to pass it. I got an upgrade. I asked for that upgrade, and probably from Thursday till Sunday, I probably emailed support about 5 times, asking them when my funded account's coming, just so I could, because I was so
Yeah.
excited, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I finally got it. I took some trades. Actually, first trade I took was a loss, actually. So, but I had a very good risk management, and first trade, I think I lost about $250, and same on the funded account actually. On the challenge account, when I first started, my first trades were losses, and I think from 25 I went to 24,000, and I was only like $650 away from complete wipeout of the account. But I managed to bring that up to 27,500, so I managed to pass it. But
Amazing.
yeah, so when I passed the challenge and I got funded, I lost my first trade, and then I think I accumulated about a three win streak, three
Okay.
trade streak, and after that I just thought to myself, you know what, let me just take the money out and take it as a win, you know, just
100%, 100%.
I get my mentality and think, look, you've done it once, you can do it again. Okay, you can improve on the risk to reward and stuff like that, or like the percentage of the account that you gained. Yes, you can, but at the moment, I just want to take that small win and just carry on forward.
Exactly. There is a saying, because personally I'm trading the markets for more than a decade now. I'm also a certified market analyst. I love trading. It's my full-time activity. And on my spare time, I love reading trading books just because I love reading the books. And now I'm in Wyckoff's methodology book. So I read something recently. It says about the effort and the reward. Let's say buyers or sellers, they try to push the price in one direction. If they don't get, they put the effort, but if they don't get rewarded, they have a false breakout. Now, why I mentioned that? Because when you said, I want to stop, I want to pause, just get my payout to ground it a little bit myself down, that's exactly what you did. You put the effort there, and now you have to enjoy the reward, because if you don't enjoy the reward, it will, mentally wise, it's gonna work against the trader at some point. So good on you. That's amazing.
And in my opinion, I think trading, most of it is I think 70-30 psychological.
Oh yeah,
in my
100%,
opinion,
100%. You are
probably
so
even
right.
more than that, to be honest.
So
Just because it's all about you. It's not about the market. It's your decision. It's you doing the trade. It's not the market doing the trade. The market's gonna move it either way. It's all about your doing.
Yeah. Have you gone through, or have you experienced that when you close when you close a trade, after you see that the price moves more in your favor, you say, why did I close it early?
Well, yes, but now I've started doing two different things. So now it depends on what trade I'm taking. If I'm taking a pro trend trade, then I have two trades. So I have two trades. Let's say if I'm using a prop firm account, I have 0.25% on each trade, and one trade I'll have a take profit for it, and the second trade I won't have a take profit for it. If I'm trading pro trend, because why would I cut my profits? But then as soon as the first trade hits take profit, I move the stop loss for the second trade to break even, just so I know for a fact that one doesn't lose anything and I've just won one trade. But if I'm doing a counter trade, I only put one trade with minimal risk, and then I have a take profit below, or like near the area of resistance or area of interest. I'll have it just above or below that, just because I don't want to get it to that point, because you then never know what the market's going to do. So I just set it a little bit lower. I know I'll get my profits and just walk away with it.
Brilliant. Do you have a specific risk to reward you go on every trade, or you don't really use risk to reward ratio?
No, I use it. I use it a lot. If you don't use it, then you basically don't know how much you're making. You don't know how much you're going to lose. So the way I do it is, when I identify a potential trade, I look. So if I'm looking for a buy, I look at the market structure. I look at where the market is at the moment. If I put my stop loss at an area, a different area of interest, and I put my take profit at a different area of interest, I want at least a 1 to 2. If the trade is not a 1 to 2, I'm just not going to take it. If the stop loss is too big, like. But the thing is, it depends, because at the moment I'm doing two different things. I'm doing swing and I'm doing a little bit of day trading. But if I'm doing swing trading, then if my take profit will probably be 1 to 5, something like that. But if it's anything lower than 1 to 2, I won't take it.
Okay. Which time frames do you use for swing trading?
So the way I do it, I do weekly,
Or better,
daily, and 4 hours.
walk us through your analysis from the beginning.
So the way I do it is, I look on the weekly. First of all, I look on the weekly. I see what is the market, where is the market at? Is it making higher highs, higher lows? Is it in a trend? Is it ranging? Is it choppy? First of all, that's the first thing I do. Then let's say, for example, if it's trending, I just mark the high highs, high lows at that specific move. And then I know the weekly is in a bullish uptrend. Then I move over to the daily. I see the daily, I look at the same thing. Is it making high highs, high lows? I'll mark the nearest high, nearest high low, and mark it as bullish if it's bullish. And then I go to the 4 hour and just repeat the same thing. Mark the high highs, higher lows. Or it could be lower highs and lower lows. It depends. And then just write it down on my note and just say, look, weekly's bullish, daily's bullish, and then 4 hourly's bullish. That's the way I try to look at the market.
Great. And you're trading the majors and also some cross pairs, some yen pairs. Which one is your favorite group of pairs, let's say?
I couldn't say that I've got a favorite, to be honest, because like they're all my pairs. It just depends on the week if the trade presents itself. Because if the trade presents itself, then that week that pair is going to be my favorite.
Makes sense.
But
do you look the calendar, the fundamental parts, the news calendars, just so you understand the correlations between the pairs?
That's a good question. It depends, because if I'm doing a swing trade, I don't normally look at it, no. But
Okay.
if I'm trying to do a day trend, or I'm trying to make a quick trade, but realistically it would be like a 1-2 day trade, I will probably look at it, but only if it's close to the time where I'm looking to enter the trade.
Makes sense. Make total sense. Yeah.
If it's, and I only look at the major news, like, because they're the only ones that matter, to be fair. The normal ones don't really make a change in the higher time frame markets. So yeah, I don't really look at it, to be honest. I focus more on market structure and what the market's doing, is it trending and stuff like that. That's mostly what I focus on. I don't really do that much of fundamentals. I know they're important and stuff, but I feel like my strategy could go along with the fundamentals.
Okay. Which one in your experience is more suitable for you, scalping or day trading or swing trading?
Swing trading, probably. It's just because swing trading, I mean, it's just so much more cleaner in a way. It's less stress, because you look at it, and for example, if you're scalping, if you're day trading, you look at it and the candles form quicker, so you got to make decisions quicker.
Yes, of course.
So if you've got time and you're looking in front of your screen and you're looking, look, I need the 4 hourly to close this way, I need a bearish engulfing on the 4 hourly to enter this trade, you've got 3 hours to wait for it, for example. If you're doing other strategies, or like other types of trading, you'll be looking at it and and within 15 minutes you've got to make a decision, which is too quick. You know, I feel like it's too much mental stress, and over time I feel like for me, for example, because some people prefer that way, but for me, I don't like it because it just accumulates, and then I feel like it'll all come down at some point. You know, it'll be up, 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 and then I feel like the crash will be very high.
Yeah. How many trades on average do you place per week doing swing trading?
At the moment,
Approximately, you know, just
well, yeah, at the moment, I think I'm probably doing like 10.
okay.
But
That's quite a lot,
but
yeah.
yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
a lot, yes. But the only reason I'm doing that is just because I'm kind of switching in between. I'm kind of working towards being just a swing trader, and I'm working towards free trades per week if the opportunity presents itself. Because at the same time, why would I want to risk something that I'm not 100% about?
Yep, makes sense. If you have to choose, let's say, between the majors and the crosses, which one would you prefer to trade? The majors, all against the US dollar, or crosses, let's say the yen pairs or euro sterling or Aussie Kiwi something?
Let's say if you trade euro or the sterling, I feel like, in my opinion, the market structure is a bit more compressed.
Mhm.
But if you trade the majors, it's a lot more like it follows structure a lot more, but
Yes.
also it's a lot more volatile,
Yes.
and it's a lot more influenced by geopolitical events.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
So obviously, with that in mind, when I do trade major pairs, I tend to be a little bit more preservative and think more of the surrounding sound than when I trade euro or sterling.
In your opinion, do you believe long term it's easier to trade as a scalper or as a swing trader?
In my opinion, I think as a swing trader, because it just matches my style more. But of course, other people might have other opinions. But for me, swing trading, I have a lot more flexibility, and I can do a lot more stuff because I don't have to be glued to the screen. I just have to do one analysis of all my pairs on Sunday and just decide which one works best for me, and then I just have to wait for the market to go in my favor.
Do you place alerts on the chart?
Yeah, I
Okay.
place alerts near my areas of interest where I'm expecting price to go to or pull back to, and when it goes to there, then yes, I'll be in front of the screen for about, let's say, 1 hour, just to maybe check candlestick patterns, check how the market's moving.
Okay. Do you enter based on candlestick formations?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one is your favorite?
So bearish or bullish engulfing. That's gotta be the best one. But then I use market structure. Yes, this is so good. But then obviously you can combine that with technical patterns like head and shoulders. That's another good one that I like to use. But obviously they don't
so powerful, that one, isn't it?
Yeah,
for the reversal is
one of the best ones that I'm currently using. Actually, I'm looking at one currently. I think it was Euro GBP. It's creating a weekly head and shoulders, possible weekly head and shoulders, and I'm looking at that one right now.
Okay, let's hope that it's gonna play out well. Now let's because we are going towards the end of this discussion, I would like to ask you a couple of more questions. You've already received payouts, personally. I know you said a little bit at the beginning, but what did that first payout mean to you at a deeper level?
That psychologically,
because,
that made
it's not about, and viewers, they have to understand that it's not about the money at the end of the day. It's something more deeper that you experience it right now.
Yeah, of course. It wasn't. I didn't take the money. I didn't receive the money just to have the money. I received it just so it can have a psychological effect on me, because receiving that payout made me think of that week as a profitable week.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that I can actually do it. Like actually putting on some trades and receiving a payout from it. And then let's say if I go to the shop and just buy anything with it, then in my mind psychologically I'm thinking, right, I just paid with this with the money I made from trading. And that alone is more powerful than that money that I received in my account. Just because, like you said, it sets up a foundation for me. So when I go back into the charts, have confidence that I've done it once, I can do it again, and just there's not a fear of me just going into it and losing it. Because if you have a fear of losing it, then there's no point of doing it. You know, you got to be comfortable with losing as well as being comfortable with the profit you're getting.
Yeah. So what's your next goal now inside FundYourFX? Are you aiming for, let's say, bigger capital, or maybe refining your strategy, or maybe something else? What do you have in mind?
At the moment, what I have in mind, well, at the moment I'm still deep into the technical side, so I'm kind of just perfecting my strategy and reading some books about the psychological books and getting your mind right.
Which books
And
do you read?
2 seconds, I'll get it up right now. I don't actually know what the name of it is. It is 2 seconds. I've got it on here actually. I've read the Candlestick Bible. That's
Yeah.
one of that I've read. But I don't. Let me just find the psychological one. Trading in the Zone. That's what it was.
Yeah, Mark Douglas.
Yeah.
Amazing book.
Yeah, I'm not finished with it yet. I'll probably say like a quarter of the way through. So,
But it's already
yeah,
have a different impact in your way of thinking about the markets. Yeah.
It completely changed the way I look at stuff. It just completely changed it. It just like, because before I feel like I wasn't taking any responsibility, or for example, if I was seeing like, because you come across like signal groups, or you come across like people that say, oh look, buy here, buy this, and then like obviously from reading this book and stuff like that, it just made me realize that I'm only doing that and not taking responsibility by myself, because if it goes wrong, I don't have myself to blame for, I have them to blame for it. So now I realize just take responsibility, just take it on your own. If you lose, you learn from it and just keep on going that way.
Wow, that's awesome. But I get that feeling that I'm speaking to a mature trader, and I'm listening so carefully what you are saying, and I'm very, very glad that we had this interview. So Flavius, I would like to thank you for coming on and sharing your experience. It's really valuable to hear from someone who has tried different funding models and is still refining trading strategy. And of course, trading as a swing trader and a scalper or day trader, it requires different mindset to put on this on the same time. So for everyone else listening, guys, this episode is a reminder that there is no single perfect trading style out there. The key is to find what fits your personality and manage your risk along the way. And of course, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the podcast and share it with another trader who's exploring proper opportunities. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode, of course. And as always, stay disciplined and keep improving.